Hello and welcome to my home. Join me as I clean and declutter the few spaces that are taking up a little bit of my mental energy, and I need to declutter them and organize them a little bit better. So that is what you're going to see in today's video. I've started implementing a few minimalist habits and principles to help me thrive in my home. Be warned, I'm only in the beginning stages of my minimalism journey. I'm going to start in my laundry room. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff on top of my dryer that needs a home. I found this wooden crate that I had and I wasn't using for anything else, and I thought that that would be a perfect spot for all of my soaps, wool balls, and anything that really needs to live on top of the dryer will now have a home. It's kind of like containing your clutter. First, we cleaned up the random things that are there, and now I'm organizing my soaps and a few other things that I need to do for laundry. And here we are. It looks so much better, doesn't it? Now let's head upstairs to this closet that just hosts a bunch of random stuff. I like to put a lot of our extra bedding in here as well as our gift wrapping stuff, and as you can see, we've just kind of been throwing it in here and it needs some help. I've always loved organizing, and I was notorious for constantly rearranging our room growing up. I had 4 sisters, so they would get so annoyed at me for always wanting to rearrange and switch things up. A lot of times for me, when it comes to rearranging and organizing my home, it ultimately comes down to functionality. Like, how is this space functioning and serving my family? Is there too much in this closet? Is it just random stuff that we don't actually need to save or keep? That is the main thing I'm asking myself when I'm doing these declutters. When it comes to homes and decluttering and managing the stuff in your home, I like to think of everything that in my home is inventory. And that inventory, that can either add to your life or take away from your life. Really, the thing that it's taking away the most is your time. This really changed for me when I started having kids. One thing that I really found that I struggled with just my one child is managing all of the stuff that comes along with babies and how much stuff that accumulates because you have children. Since I'm able to stay home with my kids, I find a real sense of responsibility, and I really take pride in what my home looks like and how it functions. Because if I'm going to be home with my kids, I want it to be able to function really well. I want to be able to tidy my house in less than 15 minutes, and I want my kids to thrive in an uncluttered, chaos-free, for the most part, environment. The less time I spend managing the things that we have welcomed into our home, the more time I can give back to my kids, which is what I really want. I want to be able to spend quality time with them, not worrying or stressing about the things that are in my house and constantly needing to tidy up and clean and organize. I just want the things in my home to function for me and my family in ways that make sense for us. The declutters you see in these videos is something that's been on my brain. It's been cluttering it up, And when those things are cluttering up your brain, you're using that energy to think about it. And you think about that messy closet, the cluttered counter, or the overloaded dresser drawers. Your brain is constantly taking in that information in our surroundings, and the less you have, the less you have to take in and manage from a mental standpoint, which has totally been true for me as I'm in the raising kids part of my life. Eventually, I would like for my kids to be able to take care of their own laundry, and if I can simplify the process for myself, I'll ultimately be simplifying the process for them. To laundry, I do a load pretty much every 3 days, and that works really well for me. I really love being efficient and productive with my time, so I've gotten in the habit of doing certain rhythms throughout my week. If you're interested in what I do or what my main strategies are for managing my home and being productive as a mom, I do have a blog post that is all about that, which I'll leave for you in the description below. You know, my home is nowhere near minimal right now, and I have a lot of hobbies that include a lot of stuff, but I do find I thrive when my home is neat and tidy, and I love being able to reset my home in 15 minutes or less. I cannot tell you how much easier it is to manage a home that has less stuff to clean around, less stuff to tidy, less stuff to keep track of when you are in your mothering years. If you can simplify your space, you're going to be able to thrive in your motherhood journey, and that has been totally true for me. I find so much peace and joy and contentment when I am taking the time to declutter and organize my space, and it is very therapeutic for me. I enjoy it so much. I think there will always be these phases of decluttering and feeling like I can really thrive in a space, and sometimes we'll have moments of chaos, and when things start to get overwhelming, that's when I love to implement these declutters. You know, swap out kids' clothes for seasons. I do that regularly, and I just find that it helps me keep track of what is fitting them right now, the clothes that we didn't really wear a whole lot of, and I can just clean those out as we're doing this, and if they're going to fit or are worth keeping for the next child is something also I do while I'm decluttering my kids' clothes. I like to buy in advance, and I think that helps me a lot to keep track of the things that we need, the things that we don't need, how many clothes we need. I'm just finishing up this project now. I'm putting away all the newborn things that no longer fit my daughter, which is kind of bittersweet. But I just really want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.